Right, we've come down to get these 3 bales, and we've got lots to do now. Steady, steady. We've got the weight on the back, and I've lowered the weight. Now, if you're having trouble with tractors that aren't weighted well at the back, obviously get a weight. But also, if you lower the weight, it lowers the centre of gravity. Whether you thought about that or not, I don't know. But sometimes, because of the way the 3-point hitch is set up on the back of the tractor, it won't work and it'll put the weight on the ground. So obviously that won't work for you. But if you are having trouble still with the balance, try lowering the weight on the back if you use one, and if you don't, I recommend using one. Or you could always up the actual weight of the weight. That's my tip for today. We may end up having to use these bales because we don't have very much silage left. I've fed. I'm going to put these just here for now. I have fed our grown-ups. It is possible that they're going to need more. I should have taken that off. It is possible that they're going to need more. But at the moment I'm just going to play it by ear because it is dire. Everything's dire at the moment. But our grass fields are ready to be cut. So look, we've got like no silage left now. Didn't realise we were that low. I thought there was more than that in that little pile, because it's very deceiving. I suppose I could have checked. So yeah, I think we are going to have to use our silage bales. However, it saves us having to move all this silage like we did last time to put our next lot in, which is going to be what our next cut's going to be. So we're not going to be doing any silage baling. We're going to be doing silage collecting with one of those collecting trailers. That is not enough to make TMR. I will have to use a bale. Oh dear me. Well, let's put this over here. I know the trigger for the chicken feed is there. Actually, I haven't checked the chickens for a while. Oh, we've got so much to do. We need hay, we need silage. We need it all. Right, what? These are all 100, I think. Come on, Maxim, you can do it. Put that in there. Actually, if we just make a load from what we have in there, and we'll give that to the youngsters, which need to be moved anyway. We've got, it's all, like I said, it's all go. It's all go. Hearing Attingham. All go. Right, let's just use you. That should suffice for a minute. Right, let's get this in. Let's get on. We've got loads to do today. Oh, it's forage. And that typical. Well, sod it. You're having it. I can't be bothered to change it now. Why not? So that'll fill up the grass, the hay bit. Wonderful. Rubbish, innit? So we've got 15 here that need to be moved. We've got 5 new babies, and the eldest cows have gone down to 3,416 now that they've given birth. So they are now the same price as the 34 months that are not ready to give birth yet. They are at 70%. So we need to keep an eye on this price still, 3,416. If that continues to go down, and we can afford to waste these 5 to experiment on pricing. If that goes down and doesn't go back up, then we know that when they're in birth, when they're pregnant, they are likely to be worth more. However, actually, let's go back to that. So once they've given birth, the newborn is worth 230. That would take that up to 3,646. So it would still even be better to give birth than it would be to sell them at 3,560. That was rough maths, but I am correct. We need to rent a mower, we need to rent a windrower, and I was going to say a rowing machine then. What an idiot I am. Clearly. And we need to rent a trailer. Let's put that off there. Let's turn... still playing around silly games. Nope, we don't want to go in there. We want to go in here. We want to go here. Now, do I go with the same mower that we have been, or do we switch it up, go with something different? This thing will do 12.3 meters, but I will need... that does 7.3. When I decide, I'll come back. I decided that I'm going to go with this again. Just because I like it. So release it. And that's... oh, turned it off. That is all we're going to release for right now. We're going to do this individually. I'm going to do it the wrong way, just to wind people up. It cuts, so that's all that matters. This won't take very long. So this field is going to be silage. The other field is going to be hay, because we need both. Clearly. I'm going to shut that gate so we can try and get a bit. I need to do it off of there or off of here, because I never shut it. It's that one. I never shut it. I always open it but never shut it. Time lapse. Right, there's the little, that's not a square or a rectangle, it's an obtuse, isn't it? Is that what it's called? I don't know. Okay, so we'll send this mower back immediately and we will get a tedder or a hay bob, depending on what sort of language you like to speak. I think we'll use the Maxim for it. I forgot how heavy this mower was and went off and did that first field without the weight on the front of the tractor. That was a mistake. It all started off fine. It started getting very unfine very quickly. Right, so we're gonna TED that field, or turn that field. And instead of doing what I normally do, where I use the wind rower that goes on the front of the tractor, we are going to get a conventional one this time, just to mix it up a little bit. But first things first, do I actually own... I do own a hay bob. Hey! I couldn't remember if I did or not. I must have bought it because it was very cheap. There she blows. Sweet. Okay. So we're gonna turn that over, and I'm gonna split today, June the 1st, into 2 episodes, because I don't want to run the risk of losing any Oh yeah, I need to unfold it, don't I? That would be sensible. Should we start in the corner, actually? Yeah, I don't want to run the risk of losing any of our dribs and drabs. You know how it is. So we get this turned. It'll be nice and relaxing. For me, anyway. Possibly not for you. We could do it with a slightly wider tether. Because that mower leaves its strips quite wide, doesn't it? That'll be alright. It'll be okay for today. Doing a relatively good job of getting both rows. Give or take. It's a lovely, sunny, summery day where the cows are chewing and the tractors are mowing and the farm is a farming. Yeah, so yeah, we'll use a conventional windrower this time as opposed to that front mounted one, which means we'll be doing a double process, which is fine by me because, you know, we have some time to kill before we start doing the harvests. I want to try and get the old combine. Look at that, it's just spraying it all over the place. Like I said before, I want to get the combine on a kind of 2-day basis rather than 6-month basis. That was just me not paying attention to what was going on. My fault entirely. But we don't want that happening again. I also need to move cows around. Oh my goodness me. There's so much to do. So little time to do it. Let's get this done then. Typical, isn't it? Always the way. Doesn't matter what you do, that last row would be either slightly too wide or not have anything in it. Ridiculous. Turn you off, fold you up. We need to move these cows immediately. Now I just want to get them done in this episode so that the next episode can be purely concentration on other things, namely silage and hay bales. So we'll move, I'm going to move the 15 that we've got that are at age or at price now. So we decided that once they got to £1,000 worth, £1,000, we'd move them into the big cow shed with the older cows, and that way we can keep tabs on what the young ones are doing. So I'm going to get these done now, and then I'll bring you back when I bring... Actually, let's do this lot, then we'll bring the small ones that are there, because that would be sensible, wouldn't it? So there's 5. Move the train out. Yes. You gonna make it? Yeah. We should really... I said that about the last one. We should really make that look like we're turning on it. Make it grubby or something. We're really gonna have to sort out our situation. In fact, I'll just do these ones and take the little ones, and then the other ones I'll do off screen when we finish the episode. I think probably the best thing to do. As we're just coming back for no reason at all, aren't we? Remove the husbandry, yeah. And then where are they? There they are. Move the trailer, yeah. And it's only 5 of them anyway. Splendid. So yes, that is pretty much it for today's episode. We've got plenty to do in the next one now. It's typical though, isn't it? You sit twiddling your thumbs, doing nothing. I still haven't moved that honey. Yeah, it all comes at the same time. We need to try and get this to balance out a little bit better. Stop being so efficient, CEEBUR. You to there. There we go. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe, and may the weather be with you.